And just like that, the X5 is leaving on its own trucks.
So you guys might be wondering, what happened to my Overland / off-road X5? I haven't posted it in like 2-3 months. And honestly, up until December of last year, the car has been super solid. But I want to say in December, maybe like mid-December of last year, it was about 8 o'clock in the morning on like a rainy day. I was just driving in the morning to go get a cup of coffee, and the person in front of me was driving really slow. So I went to pass them. As soon as I passed them, lose power steering, I hear the fans kicking in, going on overdrive, and the battery light pops up on the dash. So, given my history with, having a couple BMWs, from that, I instantly knew I had broken the belt. So I got it off the road as soon as I could, turned it off, and I was stuck in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot for about 2 hours until my friend, shout out to KO Street Labs, he picked up the car, he brought a trailer, picked it up, we towed it to his shop, and we found out that the idler pulley, I'm not going to name the last person that did it for me, because I just did that preventatively when I had bought the car. Long story short, the person that did the idler pulley had the bolt cross-threaded and kind of messed up the threads into the block for the idler pulley. So that was about like a week process to rethread the block, get that done. Story gets better though. After picking up the car, after getting the power steering, the belt, idler, whatever, all of that settled, I ended up doing the AC belts as well because we were just there. When I went to pick up the car, the battery had died because I have the LED headlights that they only turn on and off with the app. If not, it'll just stay running. So we couldn't get into communication in time for him to turn them off. So they ran for like about 12 hours, 8 hours or something like that. So that had ended up killing the battery. So when I went to pick up the car, he had the car idling. But what I noticed was the fan sounded really loud, like not normal. So he ended up looking it over, didn't find anything, like, because he did like a 5-minute glance over on the car. Well, I leave the shop. Right before I get onto the highway, the low coolant light flashes. So I'm like, I call him, he's like, yo, bring the car back. Bring the car back, park it. He takes a look over the car again the next day. The Mickey Mouse flange is leaking. That's like a notorious thing for S55, N55, N54, N52. All the BMWs before they switch to the 58s and the 48s have that problem. So, and keep in mind, this was an upgraded Mickey Mouse flange that started leaking from the silicone hose. So I'm like, all right, even though I've done that before, like 20,000 miles ago, we'll throw a new one in there. Pick up the car after that. It was great up until January, or like mid-January or so, when I noticed like a really strong oil smell in the cabin, even with the windows down at idle, or with the windows up at idle, you could smell oil into the cabin. And then I noticed there would be a little bit of smoke coming from the engine bay on the startup. So what is that? Classic valve cover gasket leaking. So order a new gasket, all OEM. I do have a metal valve cover in this car, and I think that caused some of the issues, so we'll get into that now. So the metal valve cover gasket, the bolt that goes under the eccentric shaft was loose, literally like less than hand tight when we took the engine cover off and started pulling out coils and stuff. Also, cylinder 3 and 4 were full of oil, and cylinder 5 and 6 had like water and it was like rusted. Even the spark plug tubes that are in the car right now are rusted. So we pulled out we didn't get to spark plugs yet. We pulled out the coils, seen that, was really concerned. Then when we took off the gaskets or whatever, we found that bolt was loose. So I just thought, you know, the gasket, whatever, we'll retighten that bolt, we'll fix it, right? So long story short, we do that. I start the car after we do that to drive it. This is like maybe a couple of days later because we finished it late at night. Shout out to Josh, by the way. Good luck with your move to Wisconsin. But when I start the car to drive it for the first time, it's idling like shit. I left it running for a little bit because I had to run back upstairs to grab something. When I came back down, check engine light. So I didn't even scan it, but I was assuming it's for the Misfires because it was running like shit. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna drive it around for a couple of days, wait for the parts to come in. I bought all 6 new ignition coils and 6 new plugs. But then I had to drop the Mercedes off to my friend that works at the dealer. On the way to dropping the car off to him, at a red light, the car just dies. Like it just goes from idling RPM to 0, drops the car neutral, and it just dies. But the good thing is, when I tried to restart it, started right back up. Made it to his shop, fine, but you could tell the car was, you know, hiccuping. It wasn't like its actual self. So I ended up saying, yo, I'm gonna leave the X5 with you, take the C63 home, have him swap the plugs and coils, because I don't have a torque wrench, so I can't torque it to spec. I mean, coils and plugs is easy, right? I could have just bought a torque wrench and did it. But I didn't want to risk driving the car all the way back home in the state that the car was in. So that leads me to today. When I pick up the car, no more check engine light, but there's 2 new symptoms. When you step on the gas and you rev the car at over 4,000 RPM, it literally just dumps a bunch of smoke out the exhaust, and it's still smoking from the engine bay when you turn the car on and let it idle. So that leads me to believe, I think, this is just me guessing. If you guys have a better idea in the comments, let me know. I believe the metal valve cover that I had put on this car is warped, the aluminum valve cover, because why would that bolt get hand tight when it was torqued to spec when we installed it? And I think the PCV might be failing inside the valve cover, because as you guys know, at N52, the PCV is built into the valve cover. So I think the PCV might be failing as well, which would cause the smoke out the exhaust. So it's seeming like it's a vacuum issue, because when the car is idling, it does make like a little hissing noise. I'm gonna do a test right now when we get well, I'll move the camera around, we can do it on camera, fuck it. But I was gonna do the test where you start the car, you let it idle, then you open the oil filler cap where you fill up the oil and see how the car reacts. So that'll give you like a telltale sign whether the PCV is bad or not. So we'll do that after. But yeah, that was just an update on what I've been going through with the X5. So the car was amazing for the past year and a half. Not one issue, not one hiccup. Ever since I redid every single coolant line, water pump, thermostat, did the fuel pump, fuel transfer pump. The car's been good, bulletproof. I haven't touched nothing on it. Just oil changes every 5K and just putting miles on it. But I guess for me not, you know, looking it over as much as I should have, it led to this. So I'll update you guys in the future when the car is back running good. I wanted to change the color on the car, get a new wrap, you know, start fresh for the new year, because this wrap has seen better days. But that's just an update on the off-road X5. Now let's start the car and test the PCV. Okay, so we just started the car and it just smoked crazy out the exhaust, as you guys saw on the camera. And now I think I'm dealing with a battery issue on the car. You guys get to see it firsthand. I put the car in accessory mode so I could put the light on under the hood. And when I did that, look, we have no cluster. The wipers are going. So that leads me to believe it is a cluster issue, because that happened. I had the car sitting for like 2-3 weeks. I wasn't driving it. And it was the same issue before I jump started the car. The cluster did it. So as you guys can see, it's idling like shit. There's a bunch of smoke that came out of the exhaust. But I mean, it's driving. It'll be annoying to drive with the wipers going off the whole time if it's not raining. But yeah, these are my issues with my E70. So hopefully I can get it figured out. But I guess I'll keep you guys updated, but that's an update for right now, since I haven't done any E70 content in a while. I just wanted to tell you guys why. So if I do end up getting fed up with this thing, I'll probably end up selling it and moving on to a different chassis. That's just the reality of it. This car has treated me good for the amount of money that I got it for. I definitely got my money's worth out of the car. If this is the end of the X5, you will be missed. You did your job well. But I can't keep chasing issues on a car every day. This is supposed to be the daily, you know, the reliable one, the one you just get in when you gotta run to the store, get groceries, do parts runs. And the car is full of parts right now too, so it still did that perfectly fine. Even while it was going through all these issues, I was still driving it. Yeah, it has been a little bit sketchy recently, to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this update. I'm gonna try to see what the hell is going on with this electrical shit right now. I'm gonna test like the battery voltage and shit, see what's up with that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys on the next video, and pray for the E70. Let's hope we can get it back outside and do another color, because I'm not gonna waste money on a wrap, all that, if the car's not driving good. Catch you guys in the next video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.